Oh boy, this is the kind of video I never thought I'd ever have to make, but it was too good not to share this latest bit with the rest of you. So a while back, when I was doing a lot of scamming videos, particularly infomercial scammers, I covered some real estate scammers, if you recall, right? And one of them was John Alexander, who ran an infomercial advertising a real estate get rich quick system where basically you're a real estate agent, except you're unlicensed. You act as a middleman and get people to sell their properties for a low price while getting someone else to buy it for a higher price, and then you pocket the difference without telling either of them. And the whole thing was not really something you could do applicably, and it also was kind of just a little bit immoral, slightly, just a teensy bit. And I also mentioned how the FTC caught up with him, and he had to shovel out millions of dollars in fines because they found that what he was doing was, a scam. All right. And I covered the video a while back, and I figured I'd never talk about John ever again, because as far as I know, beyond doing some inconsequential things on YouTube, which got basically no views and no attention, he hadn't really done anything else. Nothing worth discussing until he made it personal. Really interesting. So, just the other day, I got an email from YouTube indicating that they had received a copyright takedown request for my video. This is the first time I've received such an email. Well, scratch that. This is the first time I've received this particular version of said email, because I have had copyright issues in the past, and usually what happens with those is I wind up having to just remove the footage that's being claimed. Most of the time, it's not even a big deal. And people have contacted me and asked me, and I've done it. Some people have struck the channel, which is annoying, but if you just ask me, I'm usually pretty receptive for the most part. I try to work with people. Um, However, in this instance, I would be a bit more difficult about it because, well, YouTube was difficult about it. John himself sent a copyright infringement notification regarding the video I made about his, scam where he was found guilty and had to pay out millions. That one, the one where I in no way was falsely representing what occurred because that's what happened, John. John! That's what happened. It's on record. And he requested the video be removed. YouTube told him no. What? YouTube. YouTube! Did you stick up for me? That's a new one. That's actually kind of sweet. Very rarely have I seen this happen, though I have heard of it happening. Basically, YouTube took a look at things and decided that my content fell squarely under fair use, fair dealing, or a similar exception to copyright protection, so they weren't going to take down the video. The whole thing kind of floored me a little bit. I was pleasantly surprised, but hey, awesome. But more intrinsically, because YouTube is acutely aware that the copyright system can be abused by people to attack someone or silence someone, whenever they themselves decide not to adhere to such a takedown request, I get full access to what the heck John submitted. Meaning I see the requests he made regarding it, and I see what he tried to say about my video. He indicates that the entire video located at the video URL, which actually just goes to his unlisted upload of the same exact commercial. It doesn't go to my video, so I think he flubbed up there. Is a full, unauthorized copy of my copyrighted infomercial. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't at all. I talked basically the whole time through that video, except in the very, very, very beginning. So, no. Infringing timestamps are 0 seconds to 28 minutes and 30 seconds, or entire duration of the video. That's also an interesting claim, given my video wasn't even that long. My video is only 13 minutes 17 seconds, including the closing credits. So, what? And of course, the statement on infringement. The video contains my entire copyrighted work without authorization. The uploader plays the full infomercial with light or occasional commentary. Light or occasional? John! John! I talk like the whole frickin' time. You cannot shut me up whenever I get going about this kind of stuff. I assure you, I blabbed a lot in that video, which does not transform, parody, or critique the work. Oh, I was very critical of the work, I assure you of that as well, in a way that qualifies as fair use. The use serves the same purpose as my original real estate education and promotion, and directly harms my ability to license, monetize, or control the distribution of the content. Serves the same purpose? No, John. No, no, no. I don't know what you missed, but it was the opposite. Because while your original version of that work was promoting your scam and encouraging people to take you up on that offer, mine was literally on the other side of the world, telling people not to do that exact thing, because it was, in fact, a scam, which you were found guilty of as part of the FTC's investigation, as I mentioned before. So, let's be real about this. Let's be honest, John. You weren't trying to get that video removed because it was serving the same purpose as your original real estate education and promotion. You were trying to get that video removed because you don't want people calling you a scammer. Because you don't want people bringing up your past as a scammer. Because you don't want people, like me, pointing out the bleeding obvious, which anyone with a simple Google search can find, that you scammed people out of millions and had to pay millions back in fines because you were found guilty of being a real estate infomercial scammer. That's what's going on here. You just want to shut me up. You just don't want people being able to easily find a video made about what happened, making it perfectly clear that you did a scam. That's what happened. And you know what, John? Own it. Just say, yeah, I did that, but I don't want to be that way anymore. You can change. You can be better. I believe that. It's not too late, man. You don't have to go around being a filthy scammer. You can be a legitimate real estate guru and give legitimate advice that doesn't take people for millions of dollars that you shove in your pockets. But as I said, YouTube told him no. Their response read as follows: Hi, John Alexander. Thank you for your response. We reviewed it and provided updates below. Request declined. We remain concerned that your removal request isn't valid for the video listed below. As a result, the content will remain live on YouTube. Till next time, this is Darkness, and I bid you all a fond farewell.